Welcome back to the Noelab, dear people. So we're going to dig into thread and how to incorporate threads into your movement in a way that is seamless and to complexify that concept into more complex things. Anyways, so what are threads? Threads is basically a gate and a key. So you have a gate and you insert a key within that gate. So this basically is not a thread. This is not a thread because your gate is not connected to anything, right? Connection, key, enter, and the connection stays there. Other elements. How now to complexify your thread is to look at two simple themes that you can apply to it. Flow or breaking down the patterns. So let's say that movement is building blocks that you apply into concept or themes that you have. Kind of like you're building a house, right? So if I break down my movement into different pieces, I can break down the bricks and then build another element from the same bricks that I used. Example, I have a thread here, right? Here and here. That's my thread. Now let's say that I break down that thread into different elements. Hand, shoulder, elbow, okay? Thread connected, but now I have hand, shoulder, hand, elbow, reconnect, or shoulder, hand, elbow, switch. So as you see, by diversifying the way that I destroy and rebuild, I can complexify my movement. The other thing that I can do too is to change perspective. So I have a thread that is simply here in 2D, right? Now I'm going to change it from being here to being here. From being here to being here, right? Here. And I can change the dynamics of it too. So right now I'm standing. Repetition, right? Change the perspective. I am here. Change the perspective. I am here. I am up. I am down. I'm turning around with it. I'm bringing it back up, right? So that's one of the elements that you can use. Back at it again, stay with them threads. All right, so we're going to complexify furthermore based on the other thing that I discussed, the threads and what we can do with them. So we spoke about the notion of flow and breaking down sequences, right? Now let's apply flow to the threads. Let's example. I have this thread here and I'm going to apply continuous motion to it. So it gives a specific texture to my thread, which I can play around with. Because repetition and flow has a beautiful, beautiful texture to it. And you can reverse that flow to give different effects, change the speed. Other element that we're going to use and we can add to your threading is intention, which changes the texture of your movement too. For example, back to this basic thread, we played around the other time with different perspective and notion, but now let's say that we're going to play around with the theme of pulling. So I have a thread here, pull forward, right? Pull forward. And you see, it changes the texture and the feel of your thread. Boom, 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 boom. Pull back. Use it for your freestyle. You're welcome.